Hello everyone. Today's video, I'm going to do a video on getting into drones for a beginner, a brand new newbie. The weather has been really bad for the last 5 or 6 days and I just haven't been able to go out and fly and put a video out. So I've been wanting to do this because honestly, one of these videos is what helped me get into drones. First, you need a drone. Okay. I'll put a couple links on some places where you can find some good drones. There are toy drones, toy grade drones, there's photography drones, and there are racing drones. Find out what interests you. Do you want to fly around and take pictures, or do you want to fly through hoops and do flips? You really just have to kind of figure out what you want to do. Find yourself a price range, get something. Okay, so now let's go into, you have your drone. What do you need to do next? Visit the FAA website because many drones need to be registered. It's a $5 charge. It isn't very hard. It's literally like signing up for an email. There's about 5 or 6 lines. You need to have the serial number of your drone. Mine is right here on mine. It'll either be on your drone itself. It's almost always on the drone itself, as well as on the box for the drone. So just make sure you register on the FAA website. Also, read the FAA rules and regulations because some of them are really good tips and some of them are really, really expensive mistakes. No national parks, don't fly near an airport, don't fly near schools. Another thing, a great idea to do is, especially when you're starting out, make yourself a checklist. Here is my checklist. I still use this to this day because there are a lot of times you think everything's golden, you don't do one of these things, and you completely forget. So you guys probably all read it, but one of the things I really like to stress, power lines. When you are flying somewhere, make sure you look for power lines because if you are flying with your camera and looking on your phone or whatever your device is that shows what your video feed is, you might not necessarily see those power lines before you run into them. Really bad for your drone, really bad for you, possibly bad for the power company and everybody else who's relying on that power line. So look for that. Antenna folded out on mine is because my drone has the antennas fold out for the video feed and the remote control feed. So that's not necessarily for every drone, that's just for mine. Check the props. Want to do that on every drone because what does a drone need to fly? It needs propellers and everybody calls them props for short. If you have hit some, even just grass and twigs and stuff can cause scratches, dents, cuts in these props. So you want to make sure you check each one of your props, make sure it moves a little bit and double check for scratches. Mine looks good. Other thing, SD cards. Everybody who flies and is taking video is going to be possibly recording that video at some time, right? So I have my SD card in there because when you are video editing and you are looking at the videos that you made, you're going to be taking that SD card out of your drone and into your phone, into your computer, wherever you look at your videos at. And then a lot of times you'll forget it and then you'll go out, you'll fly again, think you recorded some really cool things. You did a flip through a hoop and nobody's going to believe it. And guess what? Nobody will believe it because you didn't record it. Make sure you check that SD card. Okay. Gimbal guard off that you guys might have saw on mine. A gimbal is a motor that basically makes your video stable. Even when you are flying, it kind of controls itself to keep what you're looking at in focus at all times. So a gimbal guard is this little thing that keeps that gimbal from being able to get messed up, get broken, or anything like that when you're not flying. So that's just part of mine. There's many other things, and you don't have to write all my list on there. You can do your own. But really, honestly, the best thing is have fun. Start out with what you're comfortable with. Don't fly very far at first. Don't fly anything but line of sight your very first time flying. Don't let other people fly it if you're uncomfortable with losing it because I've had people fly my drones and they get broken. So don't let people fly your drone if you aren't comfortable with losing it because it's very possible that it can get lost and you'd rather be mad at yourself than mad at somebody else. Other than that, any other questions anybody has, please put them in the comments below. I'd love to answer them. If I can't answer them, I will look it up for you and try to find an answer. Everybody, please like, please subscribe. Have a great day. Talk to you guys later.